All right, so here's the thing is a lot of times when we're talking with you, you bring up the fact that in our videos we mentioned how the Pensacola metro area really doesn't have too many newer homes or new developments going in. Well, there are some newer developments going in, and we're actually going to be breaking into the MLS today. I'm going to just be doing a huge map search based on like newer homes that are being built right now and which areas we are really seeing them and which areas we are really kind of seeing them pop up to really kind of give you an idea of where these newer housing developments are and which areas are getting most of the new homes. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Please give me feedback if you do like this type of video, because it's definitely different what we're going in, and I'm like honing in on a map and really explaining the map via the MLS, showing you these different areas. So if you do like this video, why don't you comment down below, let us know. Maybe we'll try and do this a little bit more. If you don't like it, comment down below and say, listen, the video sucks. I'd rather see more of the outdoors and such like that. Make sure you comment down below. Let's go and dive into this map right now. All right, so what we're gonna do when going into this map is I'm gonna put a few different things in here. Typically, like when I'm searching for brand new or for properties for you guys, you want to see like the active status, because obviously you're not interested in anything that's sold. But what I'm going to do on here is I'm going to actually keep the status in here as both active, sold, and then also pending. That way it really does show where a lot of these properties are at. So we'll go ahead and do that. Another thing that I'm going to do, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do this. So I was going to essentially just say, you know, just single family homes, but some of you are potentially interested in attached as well. So let's go ahead and keep that option open. And then what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to have anything that was built in 2024. So we'll go into our dates here, year built, a minimum of 2024, and see what that does for us. You can already see up here 170, definitely not 173,000. All right, so 2,740 is what we're looking at when we're showing the search criteria for anything that was built in 2024 that's active, contingent, pending, or already sold. And the first thing that we do, so let's just go ahead and search. And what I like to do is, just to be able to show you guys these areas, is we will actually do a map search. That way we can kind of see where these numbers are coming from. Okay, so a lot of times it does this. We need to zoom in a little bit more so you can see this area right here. Here's Pensacola. You can see the Florida boundary right here. It's even interesting how it's showing a little over here. So I think what I'm gonna do, so we're not seeing these properties over here, is I'll go ahead and draw. Let's just do a polygon so we can kind of cut out. We're really not interested in looking into Alabama over here. Just kind of do this right here. And actually I'm gonna keep, yeah, I'll keep this up here, and then we'll just go straight down the Florida line right here. Boom. There we go. That way we can really hone in on this area. All right, come on, keep on loading, keep on loading. It's loading. We do have a lot of results when we are looking at this. So the first thing that we see when we are looking at this is it's pretty easy to see where, when we tell you guys all the time, majority of these new builds that are happening in the Pace area. And you can see that 1,040 listings for any houses that were built in 2024. And then looks like the second is going to be this Bula Cantonment area, which is another area that we always talk about. Pensacola, you know, has 258. Looks like that one comes in. It's right, just, it falls a little bit, it's a little bit behind kind of that eastern portion of Milton over here. And then you can kind of see these few other areas. But let's zoom in a little bit, because then it really starts to break down where these areas are at. Because even if we zoom in, you can see right here how, actually I'm going to zoom in out one more time, how Pace 404, and then you got the Milton area 326. Those numbers are pretty darn close, because if we compare those over into this Bula area, you've got 310. So you can see these areas are definitely our highest numbers when looking at this. Where if we look at somewhere like Gulf Breeze area, which is essentially this right here going all the way down right before Navarre, so this is like the midway area of Gulf Breeze, there's not too much. I mean, you can see over here where we talk about that brand new high school, even on the west side of Navarre, 152. All right, that's not a bad number. Let's go ahead and break in a little bit further though. Okay, so I guess I should point out some other points. So like this northern Milton area, 176. Crestview, I thought for sure this number would be a little bit higher over here, because we do have some new builds up there. It just might have been something that happened more in the last couple of years, 2022, 2023. Not so much this area, but you can see this northern portion is really hitting hard. So let's kind of zoom in a little bit more though, because we always talk about, so when we talk about the Bula area, it doesn't really show it, but it's pretty much like this area right here is where they're really developing, where you talk about that new Navy Federal building, that new Navy Federal Bank, like headquarters, corporate building, whatever it might be. is up there, and you can break in a little bit further. You can see this area, especially where these two highways kind of merge. You're seeing a lot of different stuff kind of going in right there, because this is like 9 Mile Road right here, and you can just see how you got all these different developments that are happening. Even up in the northern, you like to start breaking a little bit more in the Cantonment area, up into here, and then if we break over into the Pace and Milton area. Look at that. So like this northern portion, there's even like a few of these Pace areas that do have kind of like a Milton address. Like I guarantee if I click on this right here, you can see right here. Yep. No, that one has a Pace. Let's see. Maybe it's up here more. That's Pace. Oh, that's weird. Pace. Oh, well, I was lying to you. That is wrong. I know that there are a few properties that I do pull up in this northern Pace area will have like more of a Milton address, because we just had someone who's like, hey, this house you sent me, I said Pace, and it has a Milton address. Not sure why they had it up there, but you can see like 108, this northern, like northwestern portion of Pace blowing up like crazy. Another area that we always talk about is in between Pace and this Avalon area. You can see right here there's 112, and these ones will be kind of your south, kind of east portion of Pace. But you can see how much Pace is developing, especially when you come across. This is the toll bridge right here. So when you come across and you really start breaking into Pace from this direction, you start to see these newer developments as they're building in there, as they're getting ready to build. You see a lot of the trees kind of getting cleared out. So you can kind of see. But another thing I wanted to break into, actually, let's break into this first. So this 141, this is kind of your eastern portion of Milton over here. Or, yep. Kind of, I'd say actually more central portion of Milton, because if we look, your downtown Milton area is kind of over here a little bit more. And so you see that downtown, and we have mentioned in the past how Milton, they are trying their best to pretty much give a facelift to downtown Milton area. And so that's why we might see a lot of these newer builds going in. And then the outskirts. So like pretty much when you see the highway coming across up here, past the Avalon Point, because the problem with this Avalon Point, which Trent and I have talked about how we can see this area blowing up a little bit more, is you are in much more of a flood zone being in this area, as opposed to kind of going more inland a little bit into Milton and then Pace. But we can see these numbers, like these 120s. I mean, you can see this house right here, so this is probably, actually, let's just dive into this so we can kind of see what you're looking at. But I mean, look at the price point, $225,900 for a brand new spanking, this is probably going to be a 3.2 or a 2.2. So this one is actually going to be a 2.1. I lied. All right, so you got a 2.1. Let's just kind of see what you're looking at though when we look at this. Because a lot of times when you guys talk to us, you're like, my price point's like max 300. Can I really buy something there? And yes, you can. It just depends on the bedrooms and stuff. And you can see this one actually has a community pool. That's kind of nice. But this area, I mean, it's nice finishes. Of course, you see that gap right there. That's where you're going to need to do a new fridge and everything like that. But it's not the largest house, but it's good to know that if you're just like maybe newly married looking for a new house and stuff, you can find something kind of up in the Milton and Pace area. So let me exit out of this because I kind of really want to compare. So that's what we're seeing there. But let's look over more into this Pace area, what houses we're seeing. So this house, let's just break into right here. This one is a 4.2. And this one, it looks like it's still not built because it's just showing. This is probably the model home that they took pictures of, that they have a model over there that you can view. A little bit different, but you can see the price point still only at $299. So if you're looking for something that's, majority of the houses that you guys are looking for are usually like a 3.2. You can see right here, this one's a 4.2, has a garage, great little area, and it's only going for $299. It's great to see these options, and I like to really compare these areas when we are talking about these newer developments pretty much. This south side right here, let's break in. Oh, so it looks like they're kind of using the same exact floor plan over here. Same thing, 4.2, so this is probably the same exact builder. Yeah, let's see. So it's just a different subdivision, different builder. Hopefully that's something I clicked on before, let's see. Nope, yeah, so this is probably definitely going to be the same builder that we're looking at right here. Let's go a little bit further north because I know we saw some stuff over here. So if we break into like kind of this northern Milton area. So this one, oh, this is interesting. So this one is considered like North Milton area. Let's kind of look at, this one was already built. Looks like it might be, was it new or is it a recent? Oh, they don't have much more. Built in 2024. Now this one's a brand new build. So you can see the difference in a floor plan. It's crazy that they don't have different pictures of this one right here. But you can kind of see the characteristics that we are looking at this house. But the best thing about it is we are looking at this price point right here. You know, a lot of you, they're like, you know, Gulf Breeze is definitely a lot more expensive. Although you can find some areas that I will show you in Gulf Breeze with similar pricing. So that's good to know. But just really wanted to kind of navigate these areas so you can kind of see what you're getting and how much you're going to be paying for these newer areas. Now that we looked at this Pace and Milton area, let's break over into kind of this Bula and then also Cantonment area. And we can kind of see what we're looking at when we're talking about these areas. So let's just like click on this area right here. So this one, okay, so we got some attached products going for $214,900. Let's kind of see what we're looking at with these products. So this one's, you got your townhouses. And so they got a community pool, that's nice. You can kind of see the finishes a little bit, got granite countertops. This is probably like a luxury vinyl or even some type of a luxury like linoleum floor that we are looking at. So, you know what, not bad. And like I said, this is an attached going for, this one's going for $230,000. Why I thought it said $214,000. Yeah, it's a $214,000. Look at that. That's weird right there. But if we break in a little bit deeper in here, so this one, this is kind of the area that's really blowing up when we're talking about this Beulah area near that Navy Federal. You can see how the price point is so much more different, $517,900. So you are definitely going to be paying a little bit more when we're talking about this area as compared to like the Pace and Milton area that we already discussed. This one's the model. So you can see, let me go. Here we go. You can see the floor plan, it's pretty expansive. Looks like it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. But this area, when we talk to you guys, I guarantee this area, when we are talking about equity growth, this area is blowing up like crazy. Like that price point, I would have not expected that at all, because typically we get in right around your 400s, and it is just blowing up. This is a really hot area right now. Pace is probably the hottest when we are talking about a lot of these areas. Milton is definitely heating up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and go a little bit further north though, like with this Cantonment area, kind of see what you're looking at up here. So this one, you can see this one's sold for $225,000. Let's look at a few other ones though. $250,000, $279,000. And I'd say probably the big reason why this Cantonment area might get a little bit more bang for your buck is you can see the houses are a little bit different from what we're looking at down kind of this Beulah area. Is you're still going to be further from the beach, guys. So as the further north you go, you're going to be further from the beach. Might be a little bit less desirability being further from the beach. Some of you do like it. You're like, I don't want to be that close to the beach as long as I'm within like 30 minutes or so. But it's good to see kind of these numbers. That one's pending. 305. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is let's go ahead. I just want to see. Let's see. I just want to do. Actually, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to be able to dial down and adjust this area. Let's go up here a little bit further north. So 289, you can see still in these kind of under sub 300 price points. This one's a 3.2, never occupied. So you can see you can still get some good deals up here. And that's where a lot of our newer developments are when we are talking about this kind of northern Pensacola metro area. As I'm doing this, let's go ahead and break into, let's see, what do I want to do here? So East Pensacola, so a lot of these are going to be kind of like scrapes. People kind of, these are going to be scrapes. People building brand new homes. What you're going to see kind of like in this, the East Hill kind of downtown Pensacola area right over here. Ferry Pass, same thing. Looks like we have some attached that are up here. But I wanted to really break into, because a lot of you do have interest in the Gulf Breeze area. And we always talk about this area in Gulf Breeze. So like I said, this is proper. This is city limits right here. Once we go down the highway right here, this is going to be unincorporated Gulf Breeze. And we break even further into kind of this midway area. The brand new high school is going in right across the street from this Gulf Breeze Zoo. So that's probably a good indicator of why we're seeing these newer houses that are going up. But look at so these are the townhouses, so this won't be too much. But still, compared to this to the townhouses that we saw up in what was that, the Beulah area, it's definitely more expensive here. And you're closer to the beach, you're right on the water, right between the water, not right on the water. Even if we go into this is kind of Holly by the Sea. Yeah, so $359. I just want to scroll through here so we can kind of see these price points. A lot of similar looking houses in here, that's for sure. But $366, so we are definitely breaking more above 300s when we are talking about these newer houses. And then if we break even further into kind of the Navarre area, let's see, these are probably just some onesie twosies that people built. So this is really deep into Holly by the Sea area. We do talk about Holly by the Sea quite a bit, just because it's one of our master plan communities that a lot of you do end up purchasing because you do love all the amenities that they do offer. But you can see right there, price point 505. Like I said, this is probably a custom home builder. This isn't really a developer that's going in there, or I guess a mass developer that's going in there doing all these homes. But you can see in Navarre, a lot more of it is like onesie twosies. And of course, anything on the beach like Navarre Beach out here is going to be more like a custom home builder that's out here building, because these numbers pop way up. 2.65. I mean, just kind of shows you right there. These ones right here, 2.14. Actually, just for shits and giggles, let's go and check out like Pensacola Beach over here. Same thing, 2.875. Some custom home. Actually, this listing's probably all just like 3 different listings right there. Even over in proper, this one's probably just a custom. Why is that one in there? That's definitely not. This one's a weird one. 2024. Wow. It doesn't look like it's new, but it looks like it's a new, probably a custom home builder in there. And oh yeah, I mean, that's a nice looking house. You can see over in proper. Proper is definitely heavily desirable. Custom home builder came in here and built this one. So that's kind of cool. Let's look at Bayside over here, and we're talking about like north side of Oriole Beach, Tiger Point, what's kind of coming in. So I guess I could blow this up so you can see these pictures. Not the greatest pictures, that's for sure. This is a canal home. What the heck? Why is this one popping up? That one definitely wasn't built. Oh, 27. Someone jacked up on the... Someone jacked up the date one there. So we have an outlier right there. So don't trust that one. Let's see, this is 170. This is kind of north of Tiger Point, 769. And I did mention to you guys, and I'm actually... Why aren't they popping up? Actually, sometimes they'll pop up on the south side. I know that there were some... Maybe I'm not far down enough. 400... 360. Huh, that's weird. So typically on this north side right here, we were seeing some properties, and they just might have went under contract. I believe it was in this area right here that we're going for like the, like the mid to high 2s. That's crazy to see it. They must have all went under. Well, if they'd be pending or sold, that's weird. Like I said, it was kind of up in, let's see, I'm trying to think. Actually, it was right across the street. It was like in this area right over here. It's crazy to see it. They're not popping up. That's weird. The only thing I can think of is they didn't put a year in there. And in this sound side area that we always talk about, so Tiger Point, pretty much you can see how it ends right here by the sound side, the nature preserve. And then you got sound side over here, a different area of Gulf Breeze. You'll be breaking up, I mean, that's a nice house for $474, especially being in between these two areas right here. Let's just kind of look at a few of these pictures. Yeah, so it's a nice, expansive home, 4.2. What is it? Looks like it's a 2150 square feet. That's a nice home, especially being over in Soundside. We do see Soundside is a little bit cheaper as compared to like Tiger Point, Oriole Beach when we're looking at newer homes, just because you're a little bit further from the beach, you know, being over here. Plus you have the golf. This is all the golf cart access when we're talking about Gulf Breeze down the highway. This whole area right here, let's see, so Villa Venice actually is, yeah, you can't access it right here. Golf cart accessible, right? You have your Publix over here, you have your Home or your Lowe's and your Walmart over here in this area right here. All the shopping, Winn-Dixie's down over here, accessible all by a golf cart. You see some canal houses. So it's interesting to see that. I mean, the biggest thing when we're talking about this Gulf Breeze area is that you don't have as much when we're talking about newer development, right? You have onesie, twosies, more than anything, no huge developments. The biggest developments are going to be more of these townhouses. Let's see if I could find it again over here. Where did I find it? I'm not going down far enough. Nope. Where's it at? Oh man, guys, I feel like I'm felony right now. Where is it? Huh, that's weird that I'm not seeing these kind of townhouse properties. It says sometimes. Okay, well, I guess just, and then there's a piece of land in there randomly for some reason. All right, but like I said, I mean, they're building some townhouses kind of where this high school is going to be going. So you got Gulf Breeze Zoo right across the way. They're building some nice townhouses in here. They just probably are in the production where they're not really selling them yet. Let's see, is this north side? No, those are single family as well too. Did I? No, I don't think so. All right, so totally forget what I was saying on there. Just know that there are some attached products in and around this area right here, kind of going your way leading into Navarre. So it's interesting looking at this map, and I really want to walk you guys through the map just when we are looking at a lot of this stuff. You can kind of see going over a little bit more towards, you know, Perdido and all that stuff right here. So 300s. It's just like, oh, they don't have very many pictures. That's not going to help us. Let's kind of look at some other stuff here. Yeah, it's all kind of the same. But it's just interesting to see, because many times you guys are like, I want to buy something that's brand new or within the last couple of years. What kind of pops up? where, and you can see just looking at these numbers, I mean, Pace takes cake by far, 1,040. You know, second is going to be kind of this Bula Cantonment area right here that are building all these newer homes. Whereas if we're looking more at Gulf Breeze and Navarre, 191, Pensacola even 258, they just really don't match when we're talking about the newer products that are coming into this area. All right, thank you so much, guys. Like I said, I hope this helps out. I know this isn't the most entertaining video, but it's great showing you guys these areas and kind of what we're seeing when we're talking about newer development. If you do like this video, make sure you follow along by smashing that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, notification bell, and make sure you comment down below. Let us know if you like this type of video or if you want me to go back to doing out in the ground. I promise I'm going to get back out. It was a little cooler here. It's like 72 today. Super nice today. Nice weather. But I want to get back out and kind of do some on the ground videos, really showing you these areas. I'm really looking at doing like what does Navarre Beach look like and stuff like that. If you are looking at purchasing real estate in the Emerald Coast, make sure you give us a call or text at that phone number right below. Right there. We always answer. It doesn't matter date or time. Until next time, we love you.